For tuning. This Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. The Warriors with their last game here in Golden State before heading out on the road. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. Last season they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Here's Harden. That one, no good. Call with the defensive effort. The wide open look here for Fox. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Wow, credit there. Somehow finds a way to knock that one in.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Tonight, 2 teams that like to slow it down a little bit, playing that half-court ball. Brent, we don't get to see that as often as we kind of have in the past.
Well, and that's okay, Kevin, because coaches who have a roster that's full of guys who they feel like physically can take advantage of defenses wearing down, or they're looking at their opponent as somebody who's not really patient defensively and wants to play through a 24-second possession. Then if you slow it down, you might have more opportunities for post-ups, cuts, and late baskets because of defensive breakdown.
Coaches knowing what they've got to work with.
Well, you got to know your personnel.
Yep. Now here's Paul. Pass to Cousins. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And here's Harden. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the efficient hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, but more than that, Kevin. I mean, it's probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. And the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. That's his first foul. And here's Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. Harden up top.
Great to see Cousins get after it on defense there. He has the size and skill needed to be a lockdown defender, especially on the interior. Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Just 5 to shoot. Harden with it. He's picked up by Cousins.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins does not mess around in the post. When he's got that kind of positioning, he's going to ram it home.
Harden's shot is good.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
And they double up Cousins. Ibaka wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the Warriors returning to San Francisco next season after 48 years in Oakland. That new arena in Mission Bay getting finished up, polished up, fresh paint. It's looking good there. Hopefully it'll be just as rocking as Oracle Arena has been for this many years.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Ibaka. Now Cousins. And the layup is good. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Contained, assertive attitude being shown by Boogie right now. Feeling like no one can guard him, and he might be right.
Harden, that's good.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. And it's blocked by Brown. It's deflected. Fox with the steal. Bucket is good. And 12 points for James Harden.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Ball, no one around him. And the Warriors miss again. From about 19 feet. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. And the rejection by Marjanovic. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. 1:46 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Cousins. Back to Brown. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Fox. Knocked away. It's stolen by Ibaka. And the Warriors making a change here. .131 left here in the first quarter. Here's Cousins. Rebound by Williams.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
Here's Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing.
Count it.
Well, I like to watch when DeMarcus Cousins outworks any defender. He finds ways to score. Even with the aggressive defense surrounding him, he'll find a gap.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw drops for Monk.
There's a quiet confidence that Monk seems to play with. You can see he just feels like nobody can guard him. Kid just plays with an edge.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
A shot by Harden, wide open. The three-pointer is right on target.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Cousins.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
A free-flowing first. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
Well, there's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Harden, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
There's the three. Cousins with another miss. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
Offensive rebound. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
To the paint. Here's Mesri. From deep, Harden. 5 on the clock. Another miss by Harden. And you think about the Suns team with Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Danny Ainge. Brent, they had a chance.
Well, a guy named Michael Jordan ruined a lot of the title chances for a lot of teams. The Suns were one of them. They came close, but eventually MJ's Bulls a little bit too tough for that Phoenix Suns team.
The league no longer wants to reward offensive players who throw themselves into defenders. Have you seen a big change in how those players, Brent, are being called?
I think the league's doing a better job of it, trying to examine when it
Seems that way, you're right.
Somebody gets up in the air and the offensive player leans in or kicks out and tries to draw some kind of contact. So it's been up to the referees. They've been diligent with it. I think they'll just get better with time.
He trains the quick shot. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Timeout called the Warriors. The Warriors' Steve Kerr, the fastest coach in major American sports history to 250 wins. Brent, he gave all the credit to his players. But you talked about what makes him special.
Well, I think Steve just really timed it right in terms of when it was he was going to approach the next phase of his life, waiting for his children to be in a good place, waiting for him mentally to be in a spot where he was going to take over a talented team and put his imprint on it. His experience in Phoenix in the front office, teaching him about what it takes to move players around and make trades. Just a proper approach and the proper timing for Steve to take over a basketball club, and then to bring all of what he learned from Greg Popovich and Phil Jackson to the table, along with a lot of his own. And I think Steve thought long and hard and prepared himself on a lot of levels about what the job was going to be for him. We've seen that play out rather nicely in the last few years.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Knight into the lane. Trying to get something going. Cousins, no good.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon, because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
So it's Phoenix now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Scooped up. Jang to the inside and taken away by Brown. It's Knight with the drive, and Knight slams it in.
Like seeing Knight take off towards the basket, using his blinding speed to get past and around the defense.
Inside, and finished off by Jang.
You know, he talks so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Out left to the wing. To the paint. Here's Gortat. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
Well, this is where Cousins' size helps him to have a passing window to find open teammates.
Down low. Williams.
Assist from.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now Cousins. 8 points for him. Gortat misses.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
Well, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
And the second free throw, good. They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. And it's Paul penetrating. No good that time. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Harden. They grab their own miss. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
55 seconds left in the first half. Fox with the steal. And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 30 points.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Here's Gortat. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
More and more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
Stolen by Harden. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Well, Knight as a decisive guard can be much better than when he's out there thinking through plays.
Down low. Harden. Out to Gallinari. Out to the right wing. Here's Fox. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Suns ahead, running away with it. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here is Fox. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. Harden, no good. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors making a change here. To the middle. Here's Ibaka. And Ibaka slams it in.
Unselfish play of Chris Paul there. Has a knack for knowing when to get his guys when they're wide open.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, Suns coach Igor Kokoskov, the NBA's first ever head coach, born and raised outside of North America. He will not be the last, but a great opportunity for Phoenix as this guy's paid his dues. 18 years as an NBA assistant, including 5 early years in Phoenix.
Here's Harden to the right side. Clock at 6. Harden draws the double. No luck. They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down.
They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
To the paint. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 39 points for James Harden. And Kokoskov, a pioneer, the first D1 college assistant coach out of Europe, also the first in that role in the NBA.
Yeah, in the NBA, he reached the conference finals 7 times, and the finals twice, so he's seen what it takes and what type of competitive environment it is when you reach those elite levels. And in 2004 was on the staff for the Detroit Pistons when they won the NBA title against the Lakers, so been around a lot of winning.
And the dunk by Brown.
Yeah, I don't know when Chris Paul sleeps. It's never during the game. Always active and keeping his arms moving, which is how he's able to swipe that one away.
Fox with it. In the corner, Harden. The Suns need to get a shot off. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Cousins inside. And they double up Cousins. Shoots over Mejri. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And guys, Cousins blindsided fans and players alike by going to Golden State this past offseason. Cousins knew he'd have to take a prove-it-type deal when he entered free agency after that Achilles tear. The deal with the Warriors was put together and finalized fast, and kudos to the Warriors front office for striking when the iron was hot.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And not the most flamboyant dunker, but Ibaka goes to the rack with rude intentions nonetheless.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
The Warriors making a switch here. Knight into the lane. Pass to Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
That big man has to be committed to the pick and roll, and that time Cousins had the ability to find some open space when he cut away from the ball.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. And the Warriors making a change here. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Mejri misses. Warriors trail by 20. They swipe it. Here's Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Gortat trying to break loose. Ibaka, no luck. Okogie. Lance Stevenson grabs the board. .146 left in the third quarter. Inside. Gortat. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. Gortat's got his second basket of the night. Pass to Powell. It's stolen by Monk. And it's the Warriors on the break. Releases. Here's Gortat. Measuring with the rebound.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Brandon Knight.
Well, many people had some high expectations for Elfrid Payton when he was drafted 10th in 2014. His offensive game has come along nicely. He sees the floor. He scores on the inside. I don't think he'll ever be a perimeter threat. And defensively, he could be a little bit more active.
Knight into the lane. Pass to Gortat. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, you risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And he has not been on his game here. He's forcing a lot of shots, and the team is suffering because of it. It's time for him to focus on getting his teammates involved.
There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Knight with the drive. All alone. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. 6 points for Brandon Knight.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
In the corner, Powell with it. Here's Harden. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Suns have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And both free throws good for James Harden. This Warriors squad struggles. And the foul called on Brandon Knight. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Phoenix, they have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Here's Harden. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Clearly a foul.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
To the inside. It's taken away by Payton. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.